Hi. Um, I was just taking a moment to peacefully water, as I titled this live stream, but I will answer some questions. Hello, Running Wed. Thanks for coming by again. If you want to know what I was doing, I was just watering some herbs, and our squash and beans patch. That's all it really was. Thank you, Jamie, for noticing that the garden is coming along nicely. That wheelbarrow. Oh yeah, the one that was closer, that wheelbarrow is pretty nice. One of our volunteers gifted it to us. The other one came with the garden, got a flat tire. Not so great, but they do come in handy with carrying around soil and stuff. Bruh says, hey Andrew, great content, dude. Question, y'all ever gonna plant fruit trees in the food forest? Thank you for the compliment. And yes, we are planning on doing fruit trees. Along our little Pumpkin Hill area where we have the biggest pumpkin plant, it's kind of just like a gentle slope. We're gonna dig like 2 swales along there, and then we're gonna kind of line it with a bunch of fruit trees. I think I was just counting earlier, I believe we can fit 9 like full-size fruit trees. Jamie, that's a good point, that wondering if fruit trees are too expensive for the club. The thing is, the way that I want to do it, we won't necessarily need any money to do it. I plan on going to friends' houses and also like the compost hub and stuff, and kind of like asking around for cuttings from fruit trees. That way I can like taste the fruit and know like, okay, this is a good tasting fruit producer, and then I would take a cutting, basically put that in soil, and hopefully it would root on its own with a little bit of rooting hormone, maybe or maybe not, and that's how we would get our fruit trees. Yeah, that way we get them all for free, and we know what we're buying. Because my dad has a few fruit trees that he got from Costco or Home Depot or Lowe's or something, and it's like the peach tree produces like the tiniest peaches, and they're not even like good. Like, I just want to get a fruit tree from someone who has a good tree, and I can like, oh, I already tasted the fruit. I know for sure this will be a good fruit. It will produce good tasting fruit, because sometimes like those trees that you get from the mainstream stores, you can't taste the fruit before getting it, so you don't know if it's actually going to be good or not. Good stretch. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm gonna work real quickly on these green onions. We got them, well, I didn't particularly plan to harvest them, but I happened to harvest them because it appears the roots were being eaten by the gopher, and it dug out all the soil around it. So instead of waiting until the gopher comes back and takes the entire thing, I'm gonna harvest these, and I think I'm gonna stick them in some water to hopefully reroot them again, because these are green onions. You can do that. I know you can do it with the grocery store ones. You just cut off the bottom, stick it in water, and that's what happened to these. And look how much thicker they got than the grocery store ones. The diameter either like doubled or tripled. So I wonder if we can do it again in this situation that we have here. I'm just gonna cut it maybe right there. Oh. Look how juicy that is. Like, ooh, the water's like dripping out of it. That's what oh, it's just so nice to look at. I'm like, dang, how can a green onion be so juicy looking? It never looks that juicy at the grocery stores, but it's literally got like water seeping out of it. That's amazing, personally. The smell is so yummy too. That'll be tasty. Maybe in some scallion pancakes or something. Prepare the other one. Go do the same thing, do a little chop at the bottom. And then there you go. Ooh, literally you can see the juice. Oh. Spicy. Probably not very sanitary, but like, it's just food. She juicy though. That smell is very pleasant. Yes, a super healthy plant. When it can retain water on its own super well, you get that by mulching super deeply, and the plant will learn how to conserve its water, even if you don't water it all the time. I live in a desert, so plants retaining water is just so cool to me. Exactly. It's so awesome how they can just hold it all inside of them and like use it as they need it. Like, how does it not just all evaporate through their leaves? You tell me. Why does limiting the water you give them and mulching them deeply make it so the plant, you know, like just gets better at holding its water? It's just insane. Anyways, I have the green onions in here. Will they survive? I'm not entirely sure. Maybe I should have just eaten the whole thing. But, you know, we'll replant it at the next session, if possible. But seeing as the gopher ate the roots, you kind of want to reduce the number. You want to reduce the greenery, I guess, to equal out with the roots. And this might be doing that. So hopefully there's enough energy in the bulb to resprout it all. Well, now I'm just gonna hope that nothing tips it over, because there's quite a bit of space left in there. Maybe I'll add a rock. Where are all my rocks at? I'll be right back. Wait, but if I add a rock, it might hit the roots. Oh well, no rock. We'll do with it as. Let's see what's going on, guys. I'm not gonna stay on for too long, but I will be answering any questions you have while with the time I am here. Mulch is so cool. I've been mulching with grass clippings and it's been helping so much. I love it. I love that idea. And then as the grass clippings break down, since they're green and rather like flimsy-ish, all those good nutrients will go directly into the soil arguably quicker than if you were to use wood chips. And you know, they're pretty light, so they won't crowd out or, you know, drown the plant too much in any way. The soil stays moist crazy. I love that for you, Jamie. I love the mulch. Bruh says, Andy, I have a suggestion for fruit tree. What do you think about the pawpaw? I've actually never tried it. So for that kind of fruit tree, I'd either have to do like a deep dive on asking a whole ton of people to get a cutting of that, or we'd have to purchase it online, which might be possible if we fundraise and all. But I do want a pawpaw because somebody, I don't know, maybe a few months ago mentioned it. It might have even been you, bruh. But they said that it's like a North American native fruit tree, and honestly, that sounds pretty darn interesting to me. I would love to do a pawpaw. Jamie says, you could dig a little hole in the dirt to set it in so it doesn't have space for tipping, maybe. That is valid. That is very valid. But I kind of want to see if this will work. Like, I feel like doing it that way would definitely work, but I want to see if you can, like, you know, take it from the grocery store, put it in water, have the roots grow, and then plant it out, grow into a full one, and then take it out and repeat that process almost like you got it from the grocery store again. I want to see if it's like infinite, if the green onion is just that strong. Just being a little experimental, I guess, so that in the future, if anyone has a question about that, I can give them options if they don't have like soil or space on hand, if that makes sense. All right. Okay. Well, ooh, got a few more plants to plant. I'm just gonna kind of slip them into the holes. I'm glad that a cloud is passing over the sun right now, so it's just a little bit cooler. We've got some tomatoes here. I kind of wanna, I don't know what the process would be for, you know, what do you call it? I looked online for how to harvest and save tomato seeds, and they said to like take out the insides and have it ferment or something, but I'm not sure why do the seeds need to ferment all the gooey stuff off? Like, can't I just like dry it or wash it off? Like, I swear I've seen my parents, they've replanted tomatoes and they don't do any like weird fermentation process with the seeds. Can't I just pop this open and like replant the seeds at some point? Or maybe if I just let it sit outside, it'll naturally rot and ferment on its own, and then we can just use the seeds again. I'll look more into it, but these are, I don't know if this is like something that somebody else bred or something that just by chance showed up in our garden, but I really want this kind of tomato plant to, I just feel like it would be the perfect tomato plant for our garden because it produces so prolifically in a small amount of space and doesn't need like any trellising. You can, it would just save better if you ferment it. I guess that's valid if I want to save it for multiple years. Guys, I thrifted this. I'm really happy. Usually they sell it at Costco, but you know, I don't want to buy too many things new when I can thrift it and, you know, save another product from having to be made. It's lovely, in good condition and everything. I know. And it was for, I looked online, and for a bottle like that, it said it was going for like $20, and I paid $9 for it. So that's a steal. But then my dad said when they're on sale, they go for like $10 per bottle. But I still got it for $9, and it's in full working condition, has all the pieces, not dirty at all. It's literally like someone bought it, never used it, and donated it to the thrift store. And then I just got it. So I saved. Also, hi Running Red. I saw your hi again. Don't worry. Okay, let's plant some things real quick. I'm gonna try planting a few more loofah gourds. I planted like 3 of them over near the shed, and I think as soon as they popped up, something ate them. So let's hope nothing eats them this time. Am I that optimistic? No, not really. But am I still gonna hope just a little bit? Yeah. That's my life. I believe it was you earlier. Yeah, this area where we have the sunflower right there, this is basically where we're gonna be putting a lot of the fruit trees. We're also gonna throw some fruit trees right along there past the garden beds, and probably maybe like a few over there. It might just be native elderberries over there, or maybe some other fruit trees planted with the natives. All right, so this is the little spot that I'm gonna be putting the seeds, the little loofah gourd things. I'm just gonna set you guys down there. Hopefully you have a good view. If you don't, what can I say? Say la vie. Alright, dig a reasonably sized hole. I wonder if the mulch actually works against it when it's this young. I have a feeling it doesn't. I feel like it's just because the animals ate it that it ultimately failed. Not having to do anything with the tons of mulch that kind of found its way on top. All right, we've got ourselves 6 holes. Let's hope this happens. Let's hope this happens. I could clip the seeds to, you know, make it so they sprout faster and everything, because the water will get inside of them quicker, but I'm a little down in the dumps, right? Would you say that? I don't know. A little sad boy with how the last batch turned out. So I don't want to work too hard for these in case they also just die again. All right, that's 6 seeds. We actually have quite a bit left, so that's a little hope-inducing to know that if everything fails this year, we would probably still have some left over for next year. The sun is out again. It's hot. I got some water just to do a quick little, you know, just give them a little. They don't need a ton since the soil's already moist. There you go. All done and watered. Okay, I'm gonna wrap it up, guys. Let's see, Wenny seeds. Do you know why they died the first time? Vanessa, they died the first time because we have creatures and pests in our area and we do not kill them off or anything because we kind of want to live harmoniously. So I think they just ate it all. They probably just ate all 5 because I saw them coming up, and then the next time I came, I kind of saw just nibs. So it's pretty obvious. It did not dry out or anything because at least its corpse would have been left. But nah, the entire thing was just missing, which meant something ate it. What was I doing? I was planting loofah gourd seeds to trellis onto the roof of this shed here. There you go. By the way, did you find a solution for the gopher? No, we did not. We're kind of been living with it harmoniously, I would say. Yeah, it's probably not the best idea to keep them in the long term, but you know, we're gonna try to work with it for now. Oh no, my mom planted some cucumber and squash. Yours might turn out better, Vanessa. Just because ours got taken by a lot of creatures, it's because in our area we have a lot of kind of like, I would say like land that the groundskeeper cut back and all. So that kind of brought all the creatures to our area. Can we get much higher so high? Sounds like a song thing. We got a bunch of cucumbers but no squash. Oh, that's unfortunate. Anyways, I'm gonna be ending the live now, guys. Oh, hello, Jennifer. Yeah. All right. I'm peacing out, guys. Thanks for watching, and thanks for commenting and all. I planted some squash too. I've got flowers now. Nice, Jamie. I hope they go well.